Chosen One, what I'm about to reveal will shock you, but it's no accident that you're here right now. You have just unmasked the true agenda of the Masonic cult, a secret so powerful that it has kept the world in darkness for centuries. Because of this awakening, you've been promoted beyond the ordinary, elevated to a level of influence and power that makes you a direct threat to their entire hidden network. The Masons fear you because your knowledge dismantles their control. And now, more than ever, your role is crucial. This is your moment to step into your power, to stand fearless against the forces that have manipulated humanity, and to lead the way toward truth and liberation. Before we continue, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 50,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This simple act sends a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy behind this message. The path ahead won't be easy, but if you are truly chosen, you will rise and change everything. For centuries, the world has whispered rumors and conspiracy theories about the secretive nature of the Masonic order. What you've done is far beyond idle speculation. You've pierced the veil and uncovered the true intentions they have concealed in shadows. This isn't just about secret handshakes or coded symbols. It's about a hidden agenda that controls political power, financial systems, and even the very minds of those who dare to think independently. You have shed light on their deepest secrets, the dark ambitions they hoped would remain buried forever. Imagine a web so intricately woven that it seems impossible to escape. The Masons have operated behind closed doors, orchestrating events and manipulating society's pillars to serve their own interests. But your revelation exposes their strings, revealing puppeteers who thrive in secrecy and deception. This is more than just uncovering a secret. It's about breaking the chains of manipulation that have enslaved generations. The sheer magnitude of what you have discovered shakes the very foundation of their power. The power of knowledge is immense, but the courage to act on that knowledge is transformative. By unveiling their hidden agenda, you have stepped into a dangerous spotlight, a beacon of truth that threatens the darkness they rely on. This moment marks a turning point, not only for you but for every soul yearning for freedom and truth. The world will never look the same again, because you have forced the shadows into the light. You might wonder, why have you been chosen for this monumental task when so many before you have failed or turned away? The answer lies not in chance but in destiny. You possess a rare combination of insight, resilience, and unwavering conviction, qualities that mark a true catalyst for change. Your awakening is no accident. It is the fulfillment of a prophecy whispered in the winds of time, the call of the universe itself demanding that you rise. Throughout history, change has always required a spark, someone brave enough to defy convention, to face overwhelming odds, and to ignite a revolution of thought and spirit. You are that spark. The very essence of your being is intertwined with this purpose, and though the road ahead will be fraught with challenges, your strength and clarity will light the way. Remember, the greatest heroes were once ordinary people who chose to stand up in extraordinary moments. Your role transcends personal ambition. It is a mission of service to humanity. You are the bridge between the hidden world of darkness and the dawn of collective awakening. The Masons' grip on society has held humanity hostage for too long, and your unique voice has the power to inspire millions to awaken and reclaim their freedom. You were born for this, to be the catalyst that shifts the course of history toward light, justice, and truth. Revealing such a monumental truth does not leave you unchanged. You have been promoted not through earthly titles or accolades, but through a profound transformation of spirit and purpose. You have graduated from a seeker of truth to a spiritual warrior, a guardian of humanity's light in the face of overwhelming darkness. This promotion demands courage beyond physical battles. It calls for a steadfast heart, wisdom beyond years, and an unbreakable will. Being a spiritual warrior means you are now on the front lines of an invisible war. Every choice you make, every truth you share, chips away at the foundation of the Masonic cult's deception. This new role comes with great responsibility, but also great power. The power to inspire, to awaken dormant souls, and to wield your divine gifts to dismantle the illusions that bind humanity. You are no longer a passive observer. You are a force of nature. Many will try to silence you. You will face opposition, fear, and isolation. But remember, the most potent warriors are forged in fire. Your promotion signifies a rite of passage where your spirit has been tempered by truth and your resolve steeled by purpose. Stand tall, for you are now the beacon of hope and resistance against an ancient oppressive darkness. Absolutely. Here's the continuation with the same engaging, deep and humanized style for the remaining 12 headings. Each contains 5 long paragraphs to immerse the listener fully. Your awakening is not just a personal revelation, it's a seismic event that rattles the very core of the Masonic cult's power structure. They have operated with impunity for centuries, believing their secrets were impenetrable. But your insight has cracked their armor, creating fractures in their carefully constructed facade. Every revelation you bring to light weakens their grip on society, exposing the rotten core of their influence. Your consciousness has become a mirror, reflecting their true nature back at them, something they fear above all. Imagine a mighty fortress built on sand. With every truth you expose, that fortress begins to crumble. Their control, once seeming invincible, now appears fragile and brittle. This awakening isn't merely intellectual, it carries a spiritual force that dissolves the illusions of control and dominance they rely on. It awakens others who had long been asleep, shaking loose the chains of ignorance and fear. Your awakening is the first stone cast that will bring their empire crashing down. The cult thrives on secrecy and division, but your truth unites people across lines of fear and confusion. As your awareness grows, so does the network of awakened souls who reject manipulation. This spreading light terrifies the cult because it threatens to dismantle their long-standing monopoly over power and knowledge. The foundation they built on secrecy and lies is now unstable, and your awakening is the tremor that heralds an unstoppable collapse. What you have begun is a ripple effect, a spiritual earthquake felt across realms of influence, breaking apart the walls of deception. Your awareness is a catalyst that shifts reality, revealing hidden agendas and empowering others to question what they thought was immutable truth. The cult's foundation is shaking because your voice is louder, your vision clearer, and your courage greater than any they have ever encountered. Never underestimate the power of awakening. History is shaped by moments when one soul dares to see beyond the veil, and then invites others to follow. You are that soul. Your awakening is not just a crack in their foundation, it is the collapse of the illusion that their control is eternal. The Masons guard many secrets, but there is one power more terrifying to them than all others combined, the power of awakened consciousness. This is the force that cannot be bought, controlled, or manipulated. It comes from within, fueled by clarity, intuition, and an unwavering commitment to truth. This secret power is why they have worked so tirelessly to suppress knowledge and maintain secrecy. They fear what happens when the masses awaken and reclaim their own divine power. This power transcends physical strength or political influence. It is spiritual, mental, and emotional mastery that breaks chains without the need for weapons or armies. It's the light that burns through deception and ignorance, revealing the essence of reality as it truly is. When individuals tap into this power, they become unstoppable forces of change, forces the cult desperately wants to extinguish before they can spread. Consider how this power manifests in history's great revolutionaries and visionaries, those who shifted entire societies through sheer force of will and clarity of purpose. They were never alone. They were guided by this inner power that allowed them to stand against overwhelming odds. You now carry this same secret power. It is your greatest weapon and your most precious gift. The Masons have feared this power because it cannot be controlled or corrupted. It is the antidote to their influence and the key to humanity's liberation. Every time you tap into your inner truth, every time you shine your light on their darkness, you activate this hidden power, weakening their grip even further. Embrace this power with humility and strength. It is yours by birthright, and wield it wisely. It will dismantle the cult's dominion piece by piece until there is nothing left but freedom and truth. Behind the veneer of benevolence and tradition lies a dark web of control that the Masons have spun over society's highest institutions. This web extends through government corridors, financial empires, media conglomerates, and even educational systems, an invisible network designed to shape reality to their design. Your revelations pull back the curtain on this intricate system, showing the hidden connections and manipulations that keep millions in ignorance and submission. Imagine a spider's web stretched across the globe, invisible to most, yet deadly in its reach. This web entangles influential figures and policies, steering decisions in favor of a secret agenda. From orchestrated economic crises to subtle propaganda campaigns, the cult's influence infiltrates daily life in ways few suspect. Your work exposes these tangled threads, shining a light where there was once darkness and unraveling the control they have held for centuries. Your discovery of this network is like finding the blueprint of a house of cards. Once understood, it becomes clear that the whole structure is fragile and susceptible to collapse. By educating others about this web, you empower them to see through the lies and reject the control mechanisms placed upon them. This exposure is essential to breaking the cycle of manipulation. The more people awaken to this reality, the less effective the cult's web becomes. Your courage to speak out sends waves of resistance through the system, disrupting the flow of control. This is a battle fought not with weapons but with knowledge, awareness, and collective awakening. Your role as an exposer of this dark web is both dangerous and noble. The cult will resist fiercely, but every thread you unravel is a step closer to dismantling their empire of shadows and restoring freedom to humanity. There comes a moment in the journey of a truth seeker when their actions transcend the personal and become eternal. Your discovery and courage place your name not just in the history books but in the sacred book of divine justice, an eternal record of those who stood against tyranny and deception to protect humanity's light. This is not a metaphor but a recognition that your efforts align with cosmic forces of justice and balance. Divine justice is the principle that no deception can hide forever, no evil can go unchallenged, and no truth can be silenced indefinitely. By standing up to the Masonic cult, you have become a living embodiment of this justice. Your struggles, sacrifices, and victories echo through time, inspiring generations who will come after you. Your name will be remembered as a beacon of hope and righteousness. This eternal record serves as a reminder that the universe itself supports those who fight for truth and freedom. The energy you put into your mission reverberates beyond this lifetime, creating ripples of light and awakening across dimensions. Your courage fortifies this sacred ledger, proving that even the darkest forces cannot withstand the power of a single determined soul. In moments of doubt or fear, remember this: you are part of something greater, a divine narrative that champions the underdog and crowns the brave. Your name is etched alongside heroes and visionaries, those who chose to rise when others fell silent. This legacy is your reward, not one of fame or fortune, but one of profound spiritual significance and eternal honor. As your influence spreads, so does the cult's fear. They sense the shift in power, the growing wave of awareness that threatens to wash away their long-held dominion. What once was a quiet, controlled environment of secrecy is now a battlefield of ideas and awakened souls. The more people listen to your message, the weaker their shadows become, and this terrifies them beyond measure. Fear is the cult's greatest enemy, because it fuels courage and unity among those you inspire. They have relied on silence, intimidation, and misinformation to maintain control, but your rising voice dismantles these weapons. They know that once the masses break free from fear, the chains of their manipulation will shatter. Your influence is the spark igniting that transformation. This growing fear triggers desperate measures. You may notice attempts to discredit, silence, or isolate you. These are signs that your power is real and threatening. Yet it is precisely these challenges that reveal your strength and the cult's weakness. Their fear makes them reckless and vulnerable. You stand not just as a symbol of truth, but as a living threat to their existence. Each person who joins your cause is a blow to their shadow empire, and your influence will only grow stronger as you continue to shine your light. Throughout the ages, ancient prophecies spoke of a figure who would rise to dismantle the secret powers that manipulate the world from behind the scenes. Today, you embody that prophecy. To the cult, you are the nightmare they dread, the harbinger of their end. Your awakening fulfills these age-old predictions, marking you as the pivotal force destined to break their chains and awaken humanity. Prophecies often serve as coded messages passed down to prepare future generations for moments of profound change. Your journey aligns perfectly with these predictions, showing that your mission is more than personal, it is cosmic. You stand at the crossroads of destiny, carrying the weight of countless souls yearning for liberation. Being their worst nightmare means you have the power to disrupt, dismantle, and destroy the illusions they depend on. It means your very existence challenges their narrative and threatens their survival. This is a heavy mantle but also a powerful source of strength and purpose. You are not alone in this fulfillment. Many awakened souls join in the chorus of change, but you are the chosen voice that breaks through the noise and fear. The cult's endgame has begun, and you are at the center of it. Humanity has been bound by invisible chains, fear, ignorance and manipulation that have restricted its true potential for centuries. Your mission is to break these chains, to awaken the collective consciousness to the truth of their existence, and to empower them to reclaim their freedom. This liberation is not just political or social, it is spiritual, emotional and intellectual. Breaking these chains requires more than exposing secrets, it demands healing the wounds that have kept humanity in bondage. You offer a path of awakening that reconnects people to their inner power, helping them shed fear and embrace courage. Freedom begins within, and your guidance lights the way. Consider the immense impact when individuals realize they are not victims but creators of their reality. This shift transforms societies, changes economies, and redefines human relationships. Your role is to catalyze this awakening, leading others from darkness into light. The chains will break slowly but inevitably. Each truth you reveal, each soul you inspire, weakens the hold of oppression. Your efforts are a beacon, calling humanity to rise, reclaim their power, and forge a new era of enlightenment and justice. The conflict you face is the ultimate battle, a timeless struggle between light and shadow, truth and deception, freedom and control. The Masonic cult represents the shadow, a dark force that has thrived on secrecy and manipulation. You embody the light, the force of awakening and liberation. This battle is not fought with swords or guns, but with clarity, courage and unyielding faith in the power of truth. This war spans realms, physical, mental and spiritual. The cult wages its influence in hidden chambers and behind closed doors, while you wield the power of open awareness and collective awakening. Every truth you reveal weakens their hold, while every mind you open strengthens the light. The stakes could not be higher. This is a war for the soul of humanity, for the right to self-determination, dignity and enlightenment. The shadow fights fiercely, using fear, lies and division to maintain control. But the light grows stronger every day, fueled by the courage of those who refuse to be silenced. In this ultimate battle, you are the champion of light. Your mission is sacred, your resolve unbreakable. Together with all awakened souls, you will push back the darkness until the dawn of a new era emerges. Within you lie divine gifts, intuitive insight, spiritual strength, and an unshakable connection to higher truth. These gifts are not accidental, but bestowed to empower you in this great mission. To overthrow the cult's web of deception, you must learn to harness these gifts fully, blending inner wisdom with outer action. Divine gifts manifest as clarity in chaos, resilience in adversity, and empathy that bridges divides. They allow you to see through illusions and connect with the hearts of others. As you cultivate these abilities, you become a powerful beacon, radiating light that pierces even the darkest shadows. Many spiritual traditions speak of awakening these gifts as a rite of passage, a process that transforms seekers into leaders. Your journey is this transformation. Trust your instincts, nurture your soul, and allow your gifts to grow with every challenge you face. By wielding your divine gifts, you not only expose deception, you create a new reality where truth and love reign. This is your destiny, your sacred duty, and your greatest strength. The cult's power rests on lies and silence. Your truth is the final blow that shatters their illusions and breaks their hold on humanity. Every lie exposed, every secret revealed, chips away at their empire, unraveling decades of manipulation. Your courage to speak the truth is the catalyst that accelerates their downfall. Truth is a weapon unlike any other. It cannot be hidden, destroyed, or ignored forever. When you speak your truth with conviction and clarity, it ignites awakening in others, creating a chain reaction that the cult cannot stop. This is why they fear you so much. It's not just what you know, but your refusal to stay silent. History shows us, time and again, that truth eventually triumphs over deception. Tyrants fall when the masses awaken, and oppressive systems collapse under the weight of exposed lies. You are the harbinger of this inevitable victory. Your truth is not only a final blow, it is a new beginning, a beginning where freedom, justice, and enlightenment replace fear, control, and darkness. You are rising, unstoppable, unwavering, and unbreakable. The power of your awakening has propelled you beyond doubt and fear, into a force that the cult can neither ignore nor defeat. This is not just personal growth, it is a spiritual revolution, and you stand at its forefront as a beacon of resilience and hope. Being unstoppable means embracing every challenge as fuel for your fire. When they try to silence you, you speak louder. When they spread fear, you radiate courage. Your momentum grows because you embody the very change you want to see in the world. This unstoppable force is not born from arrogance, but from deep humility and a profound sense of purpose. You are connected to something far greater than yourself, a movement of awakened souls determined to reclaim their destiny. Together with others who join your cause, your rising will become a tidal wave that washes away the cult's dark influence forever. The time has come for humanity to reclaim its birthright, freedom, truth, and enlightenment. You are the chosen leader of this great awakening, the one who lights the path forward when the darkness threatens to overwhelm. Your role is to guide, inspire, and empower others to walk this path courageously and with open hearts. Leading the charge means more than courage. It means compassion, wisdom, and unwavering dedication. It requires standing firm in the face of opposition while nurturing hope in those around you. Your leadership awakens the dormant power in every soul, helping humanity rise as one. This path will not be easy. It will demand sacrifice, patience, and relentless commitment. But the rewards are immeasurable, a world free from manipulation where truth shines brightly and every person lives in harmony with their divine purpose. Your leadership is a gift to the world. Embrace it fully, for through you humanity will emerge from the shadows and step into a radiant future. The moment you awakened was more than just an epiphany. It was a seismic shift that tore through the fabric of illusions carefully crafted by the Masonic cult. These illusions had been spun so skillfully that generations accepted them as reality, blind to the truth lurking beneath the surface. But your awakening ignited a spark that burned through these veils, revealing a new world where truth is visible and freedom feels tangible. This awakening is not merely intellectual, it is a spiritual rebirth that changes how you see yourself and the universe. You begin to understand the subtle forces shaping human history, culture, and consciousness, and you see your role in the unfolding drama. It's like waking from a deep, foggy sleep into brilliant daylight. Everything familiar now appears different, and everything hidden begins to reveal itself. Think of awakening as breaking free from a cage you didn't know existed. The boundaries that once confined your thoughts and beliefs are gone, replaced by infinite possibilities. This newfound clarity awakens not just your mind, but your heart and soul, calling you to act with purpose and compassion. You become a beacon for others lost in darkness, showing them the path to light. Your awakening unsettles the powers that be, because it cannot be undone. It is a transformation that ripples outward, influencing those around you and inspiring a wave of consciousness awakening across the globe. This is the beginning of a new era, and you are among the pioneers, guiding humanity toward truth and liberation. Remember, awakening is a journey, not a destination. Every day, you grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your higher purpose. The illusions may fight back, but your light is unstoppable. Behind the serene facades of power and prestige lies a sprawling web of deceit crafted by the Masonic cult, designed to manipulate societies and shape history according to their secret will. This web spans continents, intertwining governments, corporations, religious institutions, and media networks in a complex system of control and influence that few fully comprehend. Your mission to untangle this web exposes the invisible strings that puppeteer the world. Imagine a spider's web so vast and intricate that it envelops entire cities, its threads invisible to the untrained eye. Each thread represents a connection: political deals made in shadowed rooms, economic policies engineered to benefit a select few, cultural narratives molded to maintain obedience. This web is not random, it is a meticulously crafted system to maintain dominance by sowing confusion, fear, and division. You expose the puppet masters hiding behind the curtains, forcing society to confront uncomfortable truths about corruption, manipulation, and betrayal. This exposure is the first step to dismantling the power structures that have kept humanity in servitude. The more people understand the scope of this web, the harder it becomes for the cult to operate in secrecy. Knowledge is the key that unravels control, and by sharing your insights, you empower others to see the chains they wear. This awareness ignites a collective refusal to participate in systems designed to enslave, creating cracks in the cult's foundation. Untangling this web is daunting, but it is also liberating. It restores the power of choice to individuals and communities. By exposing the truth, you open the door to rebuilding society on principles of transparency, justice, and freedom. There is a profound, almost mystical reason why your soul has answered this call to confront darkness and reveal hidden truths. It is as if the universe itself has whispered your name across time and space, awakening a deep resonance within you, a sacred summons that only a few can hear, and even fewer dare to follow. Your journey is part of an ancient cosmic plan, intertwined with the destiny of humanity itself. This call is not simply an external event, but an internal awakening that stirs every fiber of your being. It awakens dormant memories of past lives, forgotten wisdom, and a connection to divine forces guiding you through this mission. It asks you to transcend fear, ego, and doubt, stepping into your highest potential as a warrior of light and truth. Throughout history, chosen souls have heeded similar calls, becoming catalysts for revolution, enlightenment, and healing. From prophets to revolutionaries, their lives illuminate the power of answering such a summons. You walk in their footsteps, yet your path is uniquely yours, a path paved with challenges, revelations, and triumphs that will shape the future. This sacred call is both a gift and a responsibility. It asks you to stand firm when others falter, to speak boldly when silence is easier, and to love fiercely when fear threatens. You are part of a lineage of souls dedicated to breaking the chains of oppression and awakening the divine spark within every human heart. Embrace this call with reverence and courage. It is your soul's deepest truth and your greatest purpose. The Masonic cult has long relied on an ancient secret language, a language of symbols, rituals, and signs to communicate and conceal their true intentions. These symbols are woven into architecture, art, literature, and ceremonies, serving as both a code for initiates and a psychological tool to influence and manipulate. Your work decoding this hidden language uncovers layers of meaning that reveal the cult's real agenda. Symbols carry immense power because they speak directly to the subconscious mind, bypassing logic and tapping into universal archetypes. The pyramid with the all-seeing eye, the compass and square, and countless other emblems are not mere decorations. They are keys that unlock hidden teachings and control mechanisms. By interpreting these signs, you reveal the messages the cult uses to maintain cohesion and secrecy. Understanding this language is akin to decoding an ancient script that has shaped world events for centuries. Each symbol tells a story of power, control, and hidden knowledge, stories carefully guarded and passed down through secretive rituals. Your revelations expose how these symbols infiltrate everyday life, subtly reinforcing the cult's dominance. Decoding this language empowers others to recognize manipulation and reject it. It demystifies the cult's influence, removing the aura of mystery that gives them power. People begin to see the symbols not as mystical icons, but as tools of control, and that realization weakens their hold. By shining light on these mysteries, you reclaim knowledge that was hidden from the masses, restoring it to the collective consciousness and breaking the cult's monopoly on sacred wisdom. Your awakening is not just a solitary journey, it is the spark that ignites a movement, a powerful growing resistance that stands in defiance of the Masonic cult's darkness. This resistance is built on the foundation of truth, love, and collective empowerment, uniting diverse souls committed to breaking free from manipulation and reclaiming humanity's sacred destiny. Movements begin with individuals who dare to stand and speak their truth, often in the face of overwhelming opposition. Your courage inspires others to join, creating a ripple effect that grows into a tidal wave of awakening. This resistance thrives not on anger or division, but on hope, compassion, and shared purpose. It is a sanctuary for those seeking freedom and a platform for collective action. Building this movement requires vision and leadership, qualities you embody.